Hi! Welcome back to Fixated, a podcast with us, Ellen and Joelle.
I'm Ellen.
And I'm Joelle. This is a podcast where we talk about all the media and culture and stuff that we just can't look away from.
The things we just can't seem to get over.
Yes, and why it all matters so much to us. This week, we have our first themed episode. So we talk about love and marriage and weddings, kicking off with talking about the drama. And it was super fun. So enjoy.
Let's go.
We are here back again on our little screens separate from each other. Quel dommage. What's up? How you been?
I've been good. I miss you. It was fun to do our last episode in person. But
I know.
It's kind of
my
little
crazy.
square too on our screens.
I know, because we don't have, it's not like we have like a multi-camera setup when we were doing that other episode. No multi-camera setup, no mics.
Not yet. Hey, you live and you learn and you grow.
Exactly.
So
and we apologize for those weird, there is a big old audio situation.
Ooh, yeah,
randomly.
That's okay. Hey, nobody noticed, I don't think.
It was my turn to edit. Tried our darndest to edit around it and to fix it. But yeah, so we're back with the normal setup. The somewhat normal setup.
Yeah.
And yeah, ready to do another episode. We have a fun one today, as you guys already heard in the intro. A bit of a themed episode.
I'm excited. Our first real theme.
Right? Yeah. Right? That's like, as we were discussing, like the glory of early days of the pod, we can keep kind of seeing what's the format or what our different formats could be. And last week we had our first guest. This week is first theme. We're just going to kind of...
Next week, who knows?
Next
World
week,
domination.
Who knows? Exactly. Anyway, we laugh. We have fun.
We laugh and laugh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just hop right to it.
Yeah,
first things first, non-media fixations.
My biggest non-media fixation of this week is it's a life fixation. Like it's not new, but it's heavier this week than it has been in the past. Sour candy. I've got a real sour candy problem, and I always have, but I usually don't have like more than one bag open at a time. I keep it normal. I keep it chill. This week it has not been chill. I was in a situation where I was handed a lot of free sour candy, like a lot of it. And I have been eating more than I should in one sitting. It's disappearing quickly. Let me tell you, this is a lot of sour candy I have in my possession at the moment.
But well, that's awesome. First of all, you're rich.
I'm rich.
Yeah.
It's the best.
That reminds me of, I was listening to the Off Menu podcast with James Acaster and Ed Gamble. That's their names, for sure. And John Mulaney was on, which was fun. And I think for his dessert, he said that he, like, do you know the premise of that show?
I don't know what you're talking
about. James Acaster and Ed Gamble, they're like two friends. Hey, much like us.
Oh my God!
Who are comedians. You know James Acaster though,
yes,
right?
No,
yeah. They have a podcast where their guests like do like a dream menu. Basically,
okay,
they're just kind of like talking through their dream menu, and you know, they little bits and stuff, and it's fun and whatever. And yeah, so John Mulaney was on. They've randomly had Robert De Niro on. They have like their own story about it, but it's just so random and funny. Cool. And I did listen to that episode. Had John Mulaney on, and they asked him, they got to the dessert and they asked him what his dessert was. And he was like a pack of Sour Patch Kids and a cigarette. For some reason I was like, ew, but also, yeah, of course. Yeah. Like that's also, I like that vibe. It's very middle-aged dad.
Good vibe.
And I thought about the Sour Patch Kids because I also thought about how you like the big ones.
I was just going to say, yeah, if you didn't bring it up, I was about to. I've got a real thing with those big Sour Patch Kids. If anyone knows the big Sour Patch Kids, they're not as sour. The texture is much better. Oh my God. They're hard to find.
Delicious.
They're in like exclusively gas stations and they only come in the big like shareable pack. They're so good. I'm not sharing that. That's just for me. It's the best. Please, Sour Patch Kids, if you're listening, please. I'm not kidding.
This is actually like this has been a campaign of yours, I think, for a while.
Like it has. Like,
with very little digital
yeah.
footprint. You've been
I wasn't anywhere online. I just was like, please, Sour Patch Kids. I've been on their I was gonna say their PR list. I've been on their email list for
Mm,
like 3 years. Like, I don't know why. I like to know what they're cooking up in the Sour
yeah.
Patch kitchen.
We will get you on that PR list.
We will, please,
Come hell or
God
high
willing.
water.
Like, oh my God. I need
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids merch. Like, a
Ooh.
while ago, we went to the toy store when you were visiting me in New York. We went to FAO Schwartz and we found a big, giant, sparkly Sour Patch Kid. And I
Yes.
want that thing so bad.
Hmm.
I want that.
You gotta go back and get it.
We should. Yeah,
Yeah.
I should. I
Yeah.
gotta go with you.
Yeah. But that's
Big
real as
pink,
hell.
sparkly Sour Patch Kid.
Sour
Anyway.
Patch or sour candy in general,
Mhm.
yes, it can save you in your darkest moments, I
It
personally think.
can. Apparently, sour candy is like good for anxiety too, which I've never
Interesting.
experienced that. I've never been feeling anxiety, then been like, let me see if sour
No.
candy tastes like this. Like, that's not why I'm eating it.
I started laughing at you being like, I've never experienced that anxiety. Anxiety.
Don't struggle with that one.
Of
I'm
no
normal.
concern. Don't
Feel I'm
understand that
cool.
one.
No.
Um,
And it's because of all the sour candy I'm eating that I'm
exactly.
so chill.
God, nature's medicine.
Nature's medicine, Sour Patch Kids, big Sour Patch
Big
Kids.
Sour Patch Kids,
That's
yeah.
candy.
Oh my goodness, it makes me think of sour Skittles as well. I
Ooh, I
had
can, like,
such
taste
a
it. Those
I
are
know,
so sour,
and
they're
they
good.
fuck up the roof of your mouth so bad.
That shit
So
hurt.
bad. It hurts so bad. You're like, "This is delicious." Oh my god. Um, yeah, okay, that's fantastic. That's a great fixation.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. What about you? What's
My
your non-media fixation of the week?
my non-media fixation, yeah, I feel like I really clued into this week, and it's because I was about to text you a question because I rely upon you for some grammatical advice,
Oh.
and it's a bit of more of like a grammatical question.
Mhm.
Um, I think that people use the word resonate incorrectly.
Mm.
I don't know why it's become such a little like earworm's not the right term for it, but like it keeps on like when I hear it, I'm like that's not how you use it. Where people say, I believe what I believe, and you have to tell me if it's true or if you know
Okay.
any better. And I
Yeah.
just refused to Google it before because I knew this was what I was going to
Oh,
talk
this is
about.
awesome. Uh-huh.
But people will say, I feel bad for throwing Olivia Rodrigo under the bus, but the most recent person I saw say it,
Fair.
it's not just her. Those recent, she was on like Zane Lowe, Apple Music podcast, whatever.
Mhm.
She said something about like, I really resonate with XYZ. And I'm like, that's not how you use the
No.
word resonate. That's not like something resonates with you.
Yes.
A song resonates with you. You don't resonate with
You
the
don't
song.
resonate with something else.
Exactly. Like that's not the direction. And I was trying to think of like, is it like transitive and transitive verb? I don't know. It doesn't matter. People use it incorrectly all the time. And I'm
Interesting.
like, hello.
I
I
don't
don't know
think
why
I
it
really
bothers me so
noticed
much.
that, actually. That's
Yeah.
crazy. 'Cause that's something too that if I had seen, that would have driven me up a wall, I think.
Yeah. And I think I just heard it too many times of recent, like one or two times this week. And like, yeah, just in general, where I'm like, that's not how you say that. I
Mhm.
don't know. Weird hill to die on,
Yeah.
maybe. I'm not even like that much of a picky
Mhm. I
person when
really
people are
am. So to
talking.
me, not a
Yeah.
weird hill at all. That's a hill I'm dying on constantly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I generally believe that like if you understand what people are trying to say, you don't have to be overly corrective. But
Exactly,
that
it's
one,
fine. I've had to
yeah.
chill out about my, like, grammatical issues
Mhm.
with the way other people speak in the past because it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets on your nerves, sometimes it
But it's
bothers
a
you.
little annoying.
Mhm.
It's a little annoying. Yeah, so that was the thing with me. 'Cause I'm like, guys. So that's all. I want to like run on this where it's just like, please.
Please
Like
resonate
something
correctly.
resonates with you.
Mhm.
You don't
Yeah,
resonate with an item or with a something, whatever,
yeah.
a noun. I will have to look up what is grammatically going on there. But that's correct, right? Like that
That's
sounds
fascinating. I mean, I think now I'm really, like, worried that we're wrong.
but I'm trying to like expand and like use examples as to why I think that is the case. But
No, I don't think that you can choose like, you can't resonate with something else. You don't know that you're it's an internal thing. Can I Google this? I'm gonna look
yes, we
this up
can
to
now
make
Google
sure.
it to be sure. If it ends up being grammatically correct,
Uh-huh.
then I'll just say that I hate it.
That's fair.
That I just don't like how it sounds actually. So
Merriam-Webster.com says it means to have a particular meaning or importance or to affect or appeal to someone in a personal or emotional way, which in theory, I guess then you could resonate with something else, but I don't know how you would know that you are resonating with
yeah,
something. You can't resonate with a song. You can't resonate with an item. You can resonate with a
exactly.
person, but that
Yeah.
person is the only one that knows.
Yeah, I think that's the
Are we being
thing. Like
stupid?
if you use like resonate,
Mhm.
if you substitute it out with something that's, I don't think it's like a perfect synonym, but let's say similarly like the word appeal. Like
Mhm.
you wouldn't say like I appeal to this song. It's the song appeals to me. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it's the
No,
same.
100%.
It must be some type of. The only thing I
It's
can think
just
of is like transitive versus intransitive verbs,
yeah.
but I can barely even describe what I mean by that.
That's just not the
So,
right use of that word. That's just
yeah,
not how you use it.
yeah. So that's
It's like
my. Mhm.
not to list another word that bothers me because obviously there's the whenever people don't know how to use the word whenever anymore.
Mm,
Uh, you
interesting.
haven't seen this? All these kids are talking about when they're talking about like a specific instance. Oh, whenever I was in school. No, when I was in school.
Oh,
Like,
when? Yeah.
and I really try to, because like you were saying, especially in day to day conversation, it's fine if you misuse a word or if as
Hmm.
long as someone understands what you're saying, like it is fine. It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah.
These rules were made up by people. They're not set in stone. Like grammar and language moves and changes. It is fine. It's
Hmm.
just fascinating to me. That one does get on my nerves. But the one that really has been bothering me lately, I see people misusing the word mortified all the time. They think it means
Interesting.
horrified. That's not
Uh
what
huh.
that means. Like that one is just wrong. Mortified does not mean scared.
Hmm.
It is just an intense form of embarrassment. Like
Right.
with that one, you're just wrong.
Yeah. You can be horrified by your own mortification, but
Exactly.
it's
I'm
not the
getting too
same.
worked up.
Yes.
It's just like, and that's not a like misuse of grammar or language or something. That's just you don't know what that word means. And that's
Yeah.
fine. We all make mistakes. But
Yes.
girl,
Yes.
you're just wrong.
I like that. I like this game. It's fun. Let's
This is
keep
a fun
talking
game.
about people are wrong and we are right in our
We're
grammar
always right and
and
other
word
people are
use. Yeah.
often wrong. That's a
That's
good one to be
my
fixated on. That's
yeah,
fun.
thanks. Thanks.
Mhm.
It's true to me. It's true to me.
Mhm.
Not media fixation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like basically our quick ones. I had like
That's
one
good.
other that
Mhm.
I thought about, as you know, which is I'll
Mhm.
mention it quickly.
Yeah, hit me.
But to go. Just now that I'm back scrolling on TikTok a lot randomly, I'm on like French TikTok, French slash
Mm.
Francophone TikTok, and I really
Okay.
appreciate it
That's fun.
because I still have very general desires to be fluent in French, and it's fun. That's all.
Yeah.
They're really out there just
That's fun. That's
speaking French.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? I was like, why did I get here? But also, cool, I'll stay. This is fun.
That's really fun. What a good way to learn. That's yeah,
Right? I think
crazy
it
dual
would
lore
be.
drop.
Yeah, yeah. I would love, I mean, arguably, I'm not that. I don't know. I don't know what I would count as my like French speaking level, but definitely not fluent.
No, but
Can
you're kind of
conversate.
close to fluent. Not
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't be
Conversate.
the one to know, but converse.
Yeah. Converse. Jesus.
We're like other people don't know how to speak.
That was bad.
Oh god.
Gotta keep up my reputation. No. But this is what I
Sister,
mean. We're
we
all
can't.
human. We're all human. But also,
We all
please
make
use resonate
mistakes.
correctly and
Mhm.
mortify.
Please.
That's all
And
we're
whenever.
asking.
I'm
And
begging.
whenever. Yeah. But okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
let's
So, on to the main content. What are we fixated on this week? We've kind of already
yeah,
preordained it, but
we have
um we have
weddings,
Eve.
I think. Love,
Yeah.
marriage,
Um
divorce, all of it.
exactly.
Initiated by, started by.
Yes, the drama, exactly. You're inspired by the drama. You know what's funny? Before I go any further, um, I was so like kind of like sick. I have an idea, and trying not to like get in too many other like opinions or anything like that.
Mhm.
Like trying to steer clear, and just in general being like fun marriage, wedding, going to the chapel type of, and getting divorced type of theme around an episode.
Going to the chapel, going to the courthouse.
Going to the courthouse, exactly. And Then I saw those people at Critics at Large. Their most recent episode is like, it was like the drama beef and like the new marriage plot or
No.
something like that. And I was like, ah. I was like, they beat me to it, the professionals.
That's
No,
terrible.
it's funny. I was like, I'll take that as a sign that like we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, sure,
We
why
are
not?
the
We're on the right track.
layman's, exactly, the lay woman's, the lay internet person's
Exactly.
critics at large.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
For the
maybe.
internet girl.
Exactly. And I didn't listen to the episode because I was like, you know
Good.
what?
Smart.
We're keeping it fresh. I'm not going to steal any of their analyses. I might listen to it after. But yeah, that's our fixation this week, and wanted to start by going through the list of marriage, wedding, dissolution of marriage type of media
Mhm.
that's either like current, fresh on the mind, generally something that we've seen before. I think the majority of these that we have listed we've seen before, and yeah, just kind of serve it up and get the ball rolling from there. So on this list, in terms of recent things, there's the drama, of course. There's Is This Thing On, directed by Bradley Cooper. Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen, which is a show. I fact checked this. A show on Netflix that neither of us have watched, but it is recent.
Clearly.
about almost, or like to be weds, not newlyweds, to be weds. The Invite, directed by Olivia Wilde, which is incoming. There is Beef season 2, which I started and features a like married, kind of more millennial slash older millennial couple versus a like a to be wed, engaged. That's the better term.
I
Gen Z
like to be
couple.
wed.
I kind of like to be wed as well.
I like to be.
It's much like to be. I'm not doing a good job of like just running through this list,
That's okay.
but no one should have expected me to be.
No.
Yes, and then some that are just kind of, a little bit more general. Just run through them. Marriage Story, movie, scenes from a marriage, show, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Mr.
Mr. and Mrs. Shit.
Run that back. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the show and movie. His and Hers, which is a show that was on Netflix that has John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson. Then we have some classics. 27 Dresses, Bride Wars, My Best Friend's Wedding, The Wedding Planner, Something Borrowed, many feelings about that movie. Imagine Me and You, Jenny's Wedding, some lesbian weddings, period. The Wedding Banquet, Plus One, Anyone But You, mainly because it is at like a wedding. I think, whatever.
It's a wedding. I think
it counts.
yeah.
It counts. Bridesmaids,
Mm-hmm.
huge. Mamma Mia. I was like, yeah, I forgot the whole plot of that is that she's about to get married.
That is
and
a
that's
wedding
what brings it all
plot.
together,
Yeah.
right? Like crazy. Princess Diaries 2, Runaway Bride, The Proposal, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Monster-in-Law, Wedding Season, Bride and Prejudice, The Bachelor / Bachelorette series. Now we're getting to some other TV shows. Love is Blind, obviously, big kind of like wedding marriage stuff. There's, of course, Glee wedding episodes, of which there are, I believe, 3. I think 3.
As many.
Yeah, 3 is many. And all fantastic. My favorite's from season 4, but season 4 is just one of I think it's my favorite season of Glee. Whatever. Funny Girl, which I think becomes largely about marriage. The Family Man.
Love The Family Man. Oh.
The Family Man. There's also Beautiful Wedding, which
oh my God.
I wrote down, hoping to get that response from you. Which we have to dedicate time.
I don't want to say love that movie because I obviously don't love that movie, but I love that movie.
It is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. And it's absolutely sensational.
Yes, that's the best way to put it. One of the worst movies I think ever created, and one of the best pieces of art I've ever
seen. It's insane. It's insane. The Birdcage, we just decided was good for gay guy marriage movie. Then there's some like music. Chateau Lobby Number 4 and C for Two Virgins by Father John Misty. Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves is a good like relationship, marriage, wedding, happy times. And then she, of course, came with Star-Crossed, which is divorced. Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande, arguably also a divorce album because Homegirl was married. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. Huge. People were getting divorced. There was affairs, there were breakups,
great
all
stuff.
The things. West End Girl by Lily Allen, I think, is probably one of our most recent, strongest, like, true like walk through the dissolution of a marriage, of a relationship. Awesome album. There's "Marry You" by Bruno Mars, which of course features in one of the Glee episodes. 30 by Adele is understood to be her divorce album. And I thought about "Parachute" by Hayley Williams. Love that album that it comes from, her most recent album. And she's on tour. And so I've just been seeing a lot of videos of her performing it. And she's being like, "Loki, you could have stopped my wedding if you knew it was going to be so bad. Why didn't you do that?" Woo! Crazy.
Wow.
So that's the list of things.
Not a lot to talk
But
about.
yeah, just to get a little taste. And there's also just obviously just like so much marriage/wedding stuff. The culture cares. And I think that as we were discussing, we were talking about doing this theme, that maybe arguably now more than ever, in our Oscars episode, we talked about kind of like family and
Yeah.
stuff being a
Line.
focus. And I think
Mhm.
this is kind of like an offshoot going along that trend. I think, yeah, the drama, that Netflix thing, some other movies and stuff kind of exemplify that. But obviously, a very long-standing interest in depicting wedding, marriage, divorce, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, let's start with the drama.
Yeah.
We both saw it.
We
The
did.
drama.
We haven't spoken yet about it.
What did you think,
I think
Ellen?
I texted you immediately after. I think I really liked that because it's
Uh-huh.
one of those ones that it did take me a second, because I tend to really hate a movie that, I don't want to say exists to make you anxious, because obviously there is more to it
Mm.
than that. But
Mm-hmm.
when that is kind of one of the goals of the film, I hate that. But this one I really enjoyed. I really, really liked it. And obviously the two lead performances were crazy.
Yeah.
They were like, I think maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much, because I don't know, the performances were really good. You were really with the characters.
So I think that's like a solid starting off point. I completely hear you about the like
Yeah.
anxiousness. I think one thing that maybe mediated that a little bit for me was that I watched it in a totally empty theater. So there wasn't really
Ooh,
anyone
that's
else's
scary.
like energy to feed off of.
Okay.
Almost in a positive way. Like
Yeah.
I took in the like vibes of the movie, but I don't know. I just think that makes a difference in a way. So I was just kind of like sitting there experiencing it just like full on myself. And so I totally understood that, but I was interested in seeing some reviews of it on Letterboxd. That seemed, yeah, a little bit more like passionately commenting on being like,
Mhm.
that shit stressed me out.
Yeah.
Like, because that wasn't like my immediate experience of the movie. I think I was just like enthralled in a sense. Like I was like really engaged in following it.
Yeah.
And kind of being like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
what's gonna
I was on
happen?
it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I also liked it. I think I liked it like pretty immediately. Like I left the
Mhm.
theater with a positive
Yeah.
feeling about it. Um and was really like I think what sold it was the end for me,
Mhm.
because I was a little bit worried
No, I'm
that
with
we
you
weren't going
absolutely.
to see Emma again at the
Mhm.
end, like when he was going to the diner. Sorry, also like
Yeah,
full,
spoiler
just
alert.
fully like spoilers, like oops,
Yeah.
spoilers, and also no other like explanation of the plot. If you've seen it, you've seen it. Sorry. Um. Anyways, so I was worried. Spoiler alert, that we weren't going to see Emma at the end, but then when she did show up and kind of how it ended, I was like,
Yeah.
nice,
The
nice. And
ending
so
really worked for me.
yes. And then I think I like increased how much I liked it, honestly, once I started again kind of like engaging a little bit more with the like takes and reviews about it. Um think pieces aplenty, low key, but um yeah, I think it's a really interesting movie. I think there's like something that's like, this feels almost like, I worry about this seeming like a flat way to say it, but I'm like, is something kind of bold about the like premise, that I think was treated definitely. I know there's some controversy maybe with the actual subject matter, and how they kind of use the mass shooting thing of it all.
Yeah.
Like, but I was pretty bought into it. Like I don't know. I liked it as a
Yeah.
plot. I thought it was
I did. It was
interesting.
interesting. It was, I don't know, for lack of a better, like, I haven't seen it done before.
Yeah,
Um,
right?
it was a really unique kind of take on
Mm-hmm.
it, I guess.
Yeah, I completely agree. Did you have any of it spoiled for you at all? Like,
No, I didn't.
did
I was
you?
avoiding everything.
Yeah, I did have it lightly spoiled,
No.
lightly, which is a little annoying. I know.
Was
I
it?
mean, I didn't know much about it. I just saw something in passing that like referenced the like mass shooting plans of it all. I'm trying to figure out some other way to like because it just feels so
Yeah.
harsh to even talk about. But yeah, so it didn't come to me as a complete surprise, but I still just liked everything about it. Like I still liked, I don't know, I liked the style of the movie, I liked the editing, I liked the vibe,
I
I
really
liked,
liked the editing of it
yeah,
and the
yeah, and
direction.
mm-hmm. I don't know. I wrote in my like letterbox review, whatever, to cite myself. But yeah, I still maintained that I was like, it was like interesting and kind of provoking without making it feel like it was like just for the sake of it and
Yeah.
provocative to like get shock value, basically.
Yes, definitely.
And I think that's impressive and cool to see.
No, I'm with you. Absolutely. I really, and I don't know, this is, I guess, maybe a stupid thing to say. I hate when I almost resonate, when I, wait, when I do, no, whatever. I hate when I am more,
That's what I
when I
mean.
have,
It almost sounded natural when
it
you got to say
did.
it. So maybe I'm
Maybe
wrong.
it was, I don't know, whatever. I hate when I really feel more with the male character in a
Mm.
movie, but I was really with him. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe that was, or obviously was in part at least due to his performance, but like the way
Yeah.
that that character was written was so, so good. The
Mm-hmm.
confusion that he was
Yeah.
struggling with.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
the,
really liked him. Yeah, again, like I don't know. Robert Pattinson's one of those people where I'm like, I completely understand that he's a good actor. I don't think I've like, yeah, I don't think I've seen him in something and been like, that was bad. Like,
no,
you know, like his performance was
yeah,
bad. But like, I just like to be reminded that people are good actors. And I was like, good for
yeah,
you. Like, you guys
yeah,
are doing so
definitely.
well.
He was
Yeah.
really,
Mm-hmm.
really great
Yeah.
in this. I was really with him. Yeah. When he ran into the girl's cousin on the street. Oh
Yeah.
my god! It just the whole movie I was hiding behind my hands. I was like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
This I think it is like a well written movie. I think
It
that
really
becomes
was.
evident
Yeah.
because I think it had a
Mhm.
lot of like. Sometimes when I say these things, I'm a little bit like I don't know what I mean, but I trust my intuition. But I'm like I think there was like a lot of control of the tone, and I think that's what would have to make it successful to like to have these like plot devices, these things that are a bit again like kind of intense inherently, but still kind of deliver on something that is both pretty funny, like has like
Mhm.
a good bit of
Yeah.
humor in it,
Yeah.
and just kind of cringe enough, and then kind of like delivers on this like overall message, arguably that's like quite nice, kind of like heartfelt, at least in the ending.
Well, there was
Like,
love there. Like,
yeah,
okay.
they like start over, and I really liked that running motif as well of the start over, even though it or like to the credit of like using it, um that it kind of like goes back and forth, like, you know, it kind of shifts, where obviously that's like how the first date even like happened, and then when they're going through like the aftermath of this revelation, he's not able to really buy into it and like really do the start over, and then it comes like back around and it's like somewhat redemptive. I really appreciated that.
Yeah, that
At
was
least it's
really
one
good.
interpretation. I
No, I
feel
love
like
that. That's a
there's,
really good way
yeah,
to put it. I wasn't
yeah,
even thinking. I had kind of forgotten about the start over in the very beginning of it
yeah,
all,
right,
which is so
yeah.
nice. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Um, I feel like there's like it's also one of those movies. There's so many aspects to like think about and discuss. Um, I don't want to like overdo it, but I have really liked how people have been interpreting it online, or what I've seen. I didn't read too many of the like main reviews from like major publications and stuff. Um, I mainly just saw like a TikTok here and there, and some
Yeah.
other people
I honestly
explaining
I
it. But
avoided everything. I haven't seen any interpretations
yeah.
other than I read your
Okay.
letterbox review.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Then I'll pose this more as a question, like,
Mhm.
how do you feel about like the different characters' responses to her revelation? Like we talked about
Mm.
Charlie, but I think a lot of people are talking a lot about Rachel. Um,
Yeah.
and that aspect of it is interesting to me.
It was really interesting because I think the movie kind of makes you hate her really
Mm-hmm.
easily, whether that's the direct intention or not. It's really easy to dislike that character, but it's also like she's having a really fair reaction to something that is crazy and is at least slightly like related to her in real life. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously she's going to have strong opinions about that. And
Yeah.
also they say at the wedding, or like in her horrific maid of honor speech, they were not close friends.
Yeah.
It's a completely fair reaction that she has. And so I have seen some of the people talking online about how she's the worst character in the movie.
Oh.
And I had to be like, let's take a step back. Of course, she's reacting really strongly in a way that's against this main character that
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm leaning toward liking, even though like no, she's done a crazy horrible thing almost. Her not doing it doesn't actually
No, I mean, I might follow you down this road because I
Mhm.
think I feel a little bit different. But go
Interesting.
ahead.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, it was I was really struggling to kind of put myself in her shoes because obviously I like Zendaya and so I'm wanting to be on Zendaya's side and I kept having to catch myself being like, I think Rachel is having a normal reaction. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is completely fair even though I don't like her and I don't like the way that she's going about things. I
Yeah.
think it's probably rooted in reality maybe more than some of the other
Mm-hmm.
characters at least.
Oh yeah, I think it is. I would definitely agree that it's like rooted in reality. Yeah, I think it was a really interesting time watching the movie and trying to like track and like think after in the aftermath trying to track kind of how I would respond or taking me out of it. Just
Mhm.
how the
Yeah.
different characters responded because I guess I was a little bit less gracious to Rachel overall. I would in a way I was like I would almost I agree. I completely understand her reaction, but I think at least in the like in what the movie's trying to like show is that like she is a little self-righteous at the same time.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I
because she
think
also did something
yeah, that's the
completely crazy.
thing. I
Also
love
hated
how
that.
they
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
set that up where
Mhm.
like like the going around the circle, them all explaining things that they explicitly did.
Uh-huh.
Even like I saw this one creator, which in a way I wish I would have be able to like accurately cite her, but whatever. Citing in the abstract, this one person who was like, "Oh, like things clicked when I really thought about how their different worst things ever done like really is like used as a tool also to explain their character's point of view on things and like their fatal flaws basically but then kind of like reproduce in how they also react to the Emma's character or whatever but just being like how it's interesting how like the worst thing that everybody did going around the circle is like they did things
Mhm.
to varying degrees. Like hers, arguably, maybe the worst and most harmful that she very quickly is a little bit inconsistent with as well. When they're like, "Well, girl, what happened?" and she's like, "No, like he was found. Like I don't know, but like he was found and it was fine. I'm pretty sure. Like yeah."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, okay." And, they go away with it. And it's just interesting that Emma's is something that like she didn't do
Yeah,
like she did but
absolutely.
didn't do
Yeah.
and it's like again it has these like much greater like would have had these much greater ramifications and does have these much greater implications and that's more so what people are like battling versus like what she did and didn't do
Yeah.
explicitly um and I just think it's an interesting I think that's
No, you're
is
right.
the central tension of like it's so hard because obviously like it even like it sent a chill down my I was like that's like crazy and I have like a lot of different thoughts about how they kind of like deconstructed that and how the character discusses it and those conversations that they have but I think I can't remember exactly which part of what you were saying that I was about to like push back on it, except I guess to be like the point that I think is like very central in the movie is that like she didn't actually do it. She like was in a
Yeah.
dark place where she thought about doing it, and that's what she's confessed to. But like, is that enough? This is me kind of drawing from other like takes. Like, what at what point does like do you punish people for things that they thought to do but didn't actually do? And it's just it's a
Which is really
tricky
interesting.
question.
I think that
Yeah,
the main thing for me, how do I phrase this?
because I also have no idea how I would have how
Yeah.
one could react to
Yeah.
that. So I do
Mhm.
like your point about it being quite realistic for
Yeah.
Rachel
Because
to react like that. But
I feel like also like a big part of it is not it's not something she was thinking about. It's something she like fully planned out and was going to do.
mm-hmm.
And only stopped herself. I think kind of, I don't know, a big thing is like the way that she didn't stop because she had some big coming to God moment or something. Like there's no empathy there. I think the the continued mention of empathy too is funny.
Yeah.
Like it was just coincidence. It was just circumstance that stopped her.
Hmm.
I feel like that's a
Yeah.
big part of it as well. Like it, you know.
Yeah. 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 And again, I feel like you can keep going around in circles. Yeah. I'm not like disagreeing with you, but I also think it's like, well, what's the point in making a moral judgment on like what stopped her? It's just the
Exactly.
fact that something did.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because she didn't actually do anything.
yeah. And I think that's why, again, it's interesting how at least in the movie they explain it. Um, and why, again, to use the word empathy, I'm like, weirdly, like they at least toyed with it where I'm like, I do have empathy for her.
Yeah.
Like I do,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
definitely. Where she's like, yeah, like it's like I woke up from a bad dream. Like it was just this role that I was playing. And then because this happened and they lost like a classmate, and then there was like these like, school communal kumbaya type of thing that then woke her up to something that's like way more positive and inclusive and like actually made her feel connected. And you're like, right. Like I don't know. Like it's I don't know. I at least base level, I'm like, that's a really interestingly like architected whole entire like world and backstory for this character. That's
Yes, definitely. I
again
feel like
new. I haven't
yeah,
seen before.
yeah. The conversation we're having is interesting because I was not on Rachel's side when I was watching this movie. I feel like yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really playing playing devil's
No, no,
advocate
no,
for
yeah.
Rachel,
And I was
which
like, and I
is
didn't even
yeah.
like explicitly hate Rachel. Of
No,
course, it's also just like
mhm.
interesting drama that
It's
they are
yeah.
like constructing with these archetypes.
Because I really yeah, I caught myself feeling for Emma, obviously, in a
Hmm.
lot of it, and I kept having to be like, do you, like I don't you don't know how much you should be feeling for her, I guess.
Yeah,
But you really
exactly.
are. But she's
Exactly.
there in front of you and she feels does she actually feel bad about it? I don't know, but
Yeah,
she's still
I think so. I think
yeah,
that's I
she
think it's interesting because she's
does.
like, I don't want to she does say like I don't want to talk about it, but I really thought it was almost like upsetting. Like I was like it's not the tone of the movie to like be moved to tears to a certain extent, but when I think about it, like those scenes that they had with like I want to say Robert, Robert's character Charlie, um with like young Emma.
Yeah, I feel like that's
um
something I wanted to mention too with the use of I don't want to say flashbacks. It's not a flashback.
mm-hmm,
But young Emma appearing when he's seeing her in this new light, especially at the wedding photo shoot.
mm-hmm.
I really, really enjoyed that of when he's obviously struggling to see her and match up who she was with who she is and the
Yeah.
person he thought he knew.
Yeah. And
Really.
I just, there was something about it that like read to me, again, maybe it's like more sappy and sentimental than they intended, but whatever. I mean, it's
Mhm.
how I interpret it. Where, yeah, it just like made me a little sad because like the idea that like young Emma was really like isolated and alone.
Mhm.
And so even though I know that like the scene was meant to be from like Charlie's perspective, as you say, like kind of trying to picture like
Mhm.
who this girl is slash was, I also thought about it from the perspective of like how theoretically like, that point in time could have been different for her if she had
Mhm.
like some
Yeah.
amount of like supportive love in her
Mhm.
life. But
Okay.
that's again, maybe that's
Yeah.
me extrapolating too much.
Yeah.
It made me sad. Like
Mhm.
I felt again, maybe it's like like just funnily like an empathy thing, but like
Mhm. I kind of wish that they had I thought that there was going to be more at least when I first kind of realized what was going on is that she was, like doing all of this because she was alone and she was bullied. And Charlie's like worst thing that he ever did, he said he cyberbullied a kid so bad that he had to move, which like wasn't
mm,
his real thing, but like I don't know, I kind of wish that there was more there of seeing them in kind of the opposite roles of
yeah,
him pushing
that's
a
really
person to
interesting.
have to do something because of bullying and her being pushed
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious. I I've seen people interpret it different ways and I keep on going back and forth, but I personally like the interpretation that like Charlie's kind of like waffling on that of being
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know, like maybe I kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
like
Mhm.
bullied her, but like, and they had to leave town and they're like, oh, did they have to leave town because you bullied? And he's like, maybe it was just like coincidental. Um, I like the interpretation that like that is again like character specific, character accurate, like his own somewhat like, the word cowardice comes to mind, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
they say they kind of portray him as like this a little
Yeah,
bit more like fidgety
definitely. Hmm.
character. That yeah, that he is kind of like just worming away around the truth of like, to a certain extent he did actually cyberbully someone. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? I like that interpretation. I think it can
I
genuinely
like
go
that.
either
That's
way, that
interesting.
he was like
Hmm.
reaching for something or he was underplaying something.
Yeah.
And I
'Cause
like the
yeah, I kind
underplaying.
of interpreted it, I think, probably the other way where he was just trying to find something to say, but I really like that interpretation. That's
Yeah.
especially with the compared against Emma's. I really like
Yeah.
that.
It'd be
Mhm.
interesting. But yeah, I think that back to thinking about this as like a marriage movie
Mhm.
and thinking about it in the context of all the marriage media that we kind of referenced before,
Mhm.
one of, I think, like an interesting takeaway is the fact that this is like a marriage movie where the drama of the marriage, the drama pun intended, but like the angst, all the like issues
Mhm.
of the marriage, if not like shared between the couple, that it actually follows and belongs more to the man in the situation if we're being heteronormative.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because one of like my major thoughts about like general themes and tropes and stuff across marriage media is that basically almost exclusively,
Mhm.
a lot of the drama, maybe the only difference, someone should like match this up, maybe the only difference or the only like one of the outliers is the proposal, but like a lot of the actual tension, a lot of the stakes, a lot of
Mhm.
the attention is put on like the woman in the marriage or in
Yeah.
the pending marriage. Maybe it changes with divorce things more, but like
Mhm.
I think maybe the strongest place to find it is like maybe the like music category of it all, where like divorce albums arguably always come from women. Like I'm speaking very generally, but
Mhm.
like the ones that I'm familiar with have a very strong, exclusively female
Yeah.
perspective.
Now I'm thinking, I wonder how much this movie actually relates to a lot of our other like marriage movies that we talked about
Mm-hmm.
because the main source of drama and like issues with their wedding, it isn't a lot of it isn't actually coming from them, it's coming externally, like the issues that they're having with their friends and the way that other people are going to be interpreting this and how she's worried of
Yeah.
how other people are going to see it. But also
Yeah.
it's like the main issue is not them not wanting to get married anymore. Like there's not really cold feet or anything like that happening. That's not where the issue is. Like it's him trying to
Yeah.
come to terms with this realization or this thing that he
Mm-hmm.
learned about her. Yeah. But these people do love each other. And I don't
Yeah.
think it doesn't seem like he's really considering leaving her at any point. Like
Yes.
they are going through with this wedding
Mm-hmm.
pretty
They
much.
get married.
They do. They get married and it doesn't seem to super cross his mind to not
Mm-hmm.
marry her. She does ask, like, "Are you still going through with this?" They're going to get married, and then they do. Like that is not. I feel like some other.
Yeah.
No,
No, I
maybe
completely
what I
agree. I
was.
think that's a
Mhm,
really interesting point that like Charlie's like trouble like very quickly or I think like predominantly he's trying to more so as I say like justify maybe to like external
yes,
sources or he's
exactly.
you know
Mhm,
maybe as much to himself but like why he's like no like low-key I'm still in this
mhm.
like I am still
Yeah,
in this
he's
like
trying to
that
get.
where he's like freaking out when he's asking Miss Girl from Challengers Haley
I was
Benton
gonna say the
Gates.
C word.
Yes.
Our Challenger's queen, Misha.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
um
He's trying to
and he
get
gets like
external
literally
validation
ups
for his own understanding, and like
yes
he still
and he
wants
gets
to marry
mad
this girl. Yeah,
where she's like no I'd probably call the cops he's like
yeah.
fuck.
Because he wants someone to understand why he's still marrying her
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because he
Yeah,
loves
I
her.
love that.
It's yeah. Mhm.
I love that read of it. Yeah, and I like that like it's another way I guess that it's fresh, that it's way
Mhm.
more his struggle that we're following
Mhm.
way more.
Yeah.
Because again, even in like the comedies, between the comedies and the dramas and the whatever, like it's
Mhm.
usually I think like the woman slash like with the woman and her relationships struggling
Yeah.
due to the fact that she's getting married, about to get married, or isn't married. I think there's also
Mhm.
like a
Yeah.
very strong always the bridesmaid, never the bride
Mhm.
trope that comes
Yeah.
up. Which I watched like the ultimate one of those, which is 27
Oh,
Dresses last
it's
night to
so good.
study up.
Yeah.
um just fantastic
Mm-hmm.
film. And yeah, and in that one it's sisters. Like it's literally any like
Yeah.
any female relationship, if I'm going to be like extra critical, is up for being
Mm-hmm.
torn down in
Yeah.
our media
Mm-hmm.
depictions of weddings and
I'm looking at
marriage.
you, something borrowed. Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Something borrowed. They're like besties, like Brides Wars. Again, they're just like besties, and
Mhm.
they're. I feel like I watched that movie more recently than not
I
for
haven't
some
seen that one,
reason.
honestly. I'm nodding along, but I
Yeah,
won't.
they're
I'm
like
not.
besties who have like the same vision of their perfect wedding day,
Okay.
basically, and then end up getting engaged around the same time, and
Mm.
then have their weddings like placed in the same place on the same day, whatever. So then they
Yeah.
go through and like sabotage each other.
Same with Bridesmaids.
But
It's a bestie movie. It's
right,
about,
exactly.
yeah.
Bridesmaids, the like legendary
Ugh,
film, truly
yeah.
like modern classic. Wow.
Mhm.
Um,
Truly.
but yeah, I don't know, and I guess I would say that I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I'm sick of it.
I
Yeah.
think that's rude and bad, and they shouldn't do
Uh-huh. I'm
that.
sick of the Bridezilla characteristic. Let's make a Groomzilla. Let's
A
get into that.
groomzilla. Let's do a
Mhm.
groomzilla, and
Yeah.
that leads me to what we were also talking about:
Mhm.
is that we need more gay guy weddings,
Yeah, more gay
gay
guy
guy
weddings.
marriage, gay guy
We were
weddings.
trying to find some examples. There are very few out there,
Yeah.
other than, of course, as I mentioned before, the gay route wedding,
Hmm.
famous worldwide.
Yeah, which maybe that also was like the gay wedding. Actually, sorry, have to sit and like actually
Just
let that.
with it,
That's
yeah.
one of maybe. I mean,
Mhm.
Arthur is a treasure trove
Yeah. I
of
love Arthur, yeah.
images at the very
Mhm.
least,
Yes.
memes, whatever. But the gay rat wedding was so cute.
It was
They
so
were so
cute.
happy.
And I remember you specifically when that was happening. Was that when we were in college?
Yeah, I think so.
You loved that gay rat wedding.
I love gay rat. It's
You
right up my
were
alley.
totally
It's so
into it, yeah.
adorable.
It was,
I
you love
love
a little
cute shit.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I
We
may
were
seem rough around the edges, but I love cute shit. What can I say?
yeah, you seem really rough around the edges. We were looking for some gay guy wedding media,
Hmm.
and of the like top suggestions, two were starring the same guy, Jonathan Bennett, of
Yes.
course, of Mean Girls
Jonathan
fame.
Bennett.
But
Of
like that's
course.
we need more gay guy weddings. I want them
Yeah.
to all be getting married, and I want to watch.
Exactly.
They can
Come
have drama
on.
too.
Yeah, like literally. We also start like having life imitate art
Yeah.
accurately.
Hmm.
Because I think that makes me think just in terms of you'll understand why I say this. Like
Okay.
Fire Island. Like that's a great gay guy movie. And
I
it's
love Fire Island. Hmm.
yeah, and it's like written from the perspective of Joel Kim Booster, who knows what he's
Hmm.
talking about when he's talking about
Yes.
his community.
Hmm.
And I think you could get if you empower similar
Hmm.
creative, smart writers
Oh,
and filmmakers to make more gay guy weddings, you would
yeah.
have a really good thing on your hands. And you'd have a
Hmm.
lot of fun with it. And it could be
Which
really
is
heartfelt and
mm,
awesome.
that's reminding me of the wedding banquet, which we discussed
Mm.
a little bit. It's on the list.
Hmm.
I don't know who it's written by, honestly.
I
I
can't
think it's a
remember either.
remake of an older movie,
Yes. Yes.
starring Bowen
Right.
Yang, and I
Yeah.
didn't love that one. It was cute. It was easy and fun, which it's not a gay guy wedding movie. That's not what's
Right.
happening.
There's kind of like more
Yeah, there's more. There's
things. Yeah.
two gay couples,
Yeah.
but yeah, and they're having a straight wedding in the middle of it.
Yeah,
It's
right, right,
really not a
right.
gay guy wedding situation,
Yeah.
but
But I guess it's
reminded me. Yeah,
closer. Yeah.
it's a similar, I guess, in that Bowen Yang is there.
Yeah.
That actually might be the only through line, but you know,
Yes, votings in both. Yeah,
yeah.
Fire Island Wedding. Yeah. But then it kind of makes me curious, or maybe it's all connected. It all makes sense of
Mm,
why there seems to be comparatively more lesbian movies,
yeah,
lesbian wedding movies.
it is
Still with their little like dramas and
interesting.
some infidelity here, this, forbidden love there and stuff. But
Hmm.
like I
It
guess is
is
it
interesting.
somewhat just because they figure like I feel like there's some kind of like some stereotypes of like lesbians, like U-Haul lesbians, that
Yeah,
maybe contribute to that. Maybe it's just because it's women and so
I
they're like,
feel
as we
like
say, like wedding, like I don't know.
I wonder, yeah, how much of it is the fact that they're lesbians versus the fact that they're women. I feel like
Right?
the majority of it is honestly the fact that they're women.
Um
Yeah,
because there's Imagine Me and You,
great
which was
one.
sweet. We watched in
We
cabin,
did. We
right?
watched that together. Yeah,
And that was like fun and that was sweet.
it's a very cute, sweet, like. running after you moment in the end.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Very good
just a
stuff.
cute movie, very sweet.
Yeah,
And
I
then
like a sweet
there's,
one.
I'm thinking of Anyone But You also,
Oh,
with
yes.
which is set at a lesbian wedding, if not
Mm-hmm.
featuring the lesbian wedding. Exactly. Is that
Yeah.
Alexandra Shipp also who's getting married?
I think so.
It is. I'm
So.
such a fan of her.
Yeah?
I love her.
Shoot, I'm not remembering, like, I know her, but I'm not remembering her exact, like, projects that I would know
She
her from,
she in
low
Love,
key.
Simon. Is that where I first saw her? I
Yes.
think it is. Yeah, that's my
Yes.
introduction to Alexandra Shipp was Love, Simon.
Love Simon.
And then she was in that movie with Andrew Garfield about Jonathan Larson.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
And
Yes.
I just saw Forbidden
Shoot.
Fruits the other day, and she was in that as well. Yeah, she was in it. She
Oh,
was really good.
okay.
But she was
Okay.
maybe my favorite part of it. I just love her.
She was really good in that Andrew Garfield movie
Yeah.
about Jonathan Larson.
Yeah.
Forgetting. Tick tack
Tick
tick
Tick Boom. Yes.
tick tick
Yeah.
boom. Tick tick boom. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like tic tac
Tic
toe.
Tac
Nope.
Toe.
That's not what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? I'll segue like this
Mm-hmm.
in a way. With all this marriage talk, I also think about how recently, definitely when we were on vacation, it came up a couple times where we're like, we need people to start getting married that we know. And
Yes.
admittedly, I have friends who are married, and I have
Mm-hmm.
been to weddings of which I've never had, or to this date, at least with the 2 weddings I've been to, I've not been in the winning position by the end of the night. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I've not had great performances.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean I don't want to try again.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go to some weddings for
Me too.
real.
I've only been to 2 weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Both of my cousins. I want to be at a wedding.
I want to be at a wedding. They're so fun. I really, again, I don't have that much experience, but
Mm-hmm.
like it has been awesome both times to
Right?
be a wedding guest
Mm-hmm. I love
in an open
love.
bar.
I just love love.
That too,
I'm a
not
lover
just the
girl.
bar, just not just the bar. I love as
I
well.
love love, and I love an open bar, and I love to be in a pretty dress and flirting with a
Exactly.
stranger.
But okay, so I was thinking, and this might be a hard question to answer because I barely have an answer myself.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about like amidst all of these fictional weddings, and marriages and married people that we could possibly draw
Mm-hmm.
upon, which one would be the most like to attend? Um,
Ooh.
Either, yeah, I guess characters
Do
or
they have
couples
to
that are
be
canonically.
together? Yeah. Is
I
this?
almost want to like say yes,
Yeah,
but
let's
I
go
also
with.
want to leave it open though for whatever you might be cooking up. Like, what are
I'm
you
not cooking up
thinking?
anything good.
Okay.
Yeah. But also, actually, of the like characters that I like ship together that are not together,
Hmm.
they're all fucking messes. Like nobody,
Right.
those weddings would not be good. Like if we're going back to last episode, a Dan and Amy wedding,
Right. Right.
that's
Right. Right.
not going to
Right.
be a good situation in which I want to find myself. Like, hmm.
Yeah, I'm also trying to think. Like my first like jokey answer was like, when Sue Sylvester marries herself. That's funny.
That's a good
I'd
one.
go to
Yeah,
that
that's
wedding.
fun.
That'd be fun. Sue Sylvester's such a real ass bitch. Anyways.
She is. I'm gonna go just mention our 2 most recent things in which we must mention in every episode. Would
Yeah.
love to be at the Art Donaldson, Tashi,
Okay. Yeah.
whatever.
I was like, I don't even know if I would, but I
Yeah,
also would.
I want to be at that wedding because also I know, and this is me like fully creating storylines in my head that have that not only weren't in the movie, but like within the universe of the movie, this didn't happen.
Yeah.
I know Patrick Zweig is pounding down that door.
I was just saying, like, there's going to be the biggest elephant in the
That
room,
there's going to be
and
so
it is
much
Patrick
drama at
Zweig.
that wedding. You're right, because and this is
Mm-hmm.
something we've said 1,000 times. When there's only 2 of them, like even when they're not there, they're there. Like
They're there.
there's no world in which you are
Yes.
not feeling the absence of that third person. So
Yeah.
that wedding would be great.
Mm-hmm.
That wedding would be a lot of fun. But in the opposite way, I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel the need to be at a Hollenhoff wedding. Like there's no
I respect that. I
I
feel
want to
the
sit
same.
down. Like yes, I'm gonna dance, but those boys didn't have chairs. Like
That level of detail is hilarious. Go ahead. Go ahead.
they famously did not have chairs at their wedding, and their first dance song, that wedding was a disaster. And maybe this is getting
Mm-hmm.
more into the like why there's no gay male wedding media. Like this was a wedding designed by 2 men, 2 male hockey players. Of course, it was a disaster. Their first dance song was chosen by a different character. It was chosen by Harris, I think, and they
Yeah,
danced
it's crazy to outsource
by
that.
Rihanna, like which
Crazy to
is
outsource that.
I do find it is. That's nuts. I do find that honestly endearing and cute and pretty in character. So I don't actually mind that in the way I know a lot of people do. But like, I don't, if we're being real, I don't need to be at that wedding.
Yeah.
To hang
I
out
respect
with
that.
my
And I agree.
friends, I would, in the world in which I'm friends with those characters. Would love to be there, but
yeah.
it just didn't seem like the best time.
I like that. Because of course my mind also went to exactly those two
Yeah,
examples.
well, of course, where else is your mind gonna go?
But then I was like, oh, maybe I'll think of something else. So I was like, Sue. And yeah, honestly, low-key kind of still don't have anyone else who I'm really thinking about. Like, I think about like my best friend's wedding, but again, I was like, I would love to be there as another much needed friend for Julia Roberts' character.
Yeah. I'm there as Cameron Diaz's friend. She's like 19, marrying this old ass man. That girl needs a supporter in her corner.
Handsome, but yes.
We can be helping them kind of from opposite sides, making sure that couple is not getting married.
Yeah.
With their wedding mission.
So yeah, I think that would be fun to be at that wedding.
It would be. Any wedding where there's like a really crazy situation, I guess, happening. Honestly, even I would go to the wedding from the drama, not knowing the situation of what's happening, because those people are acting crazy. They're all acting nuts. I would love to be there looking around. Like,
homeboy got headbutt at the wedding. I'd say
headbutt.
I said, what?
A horrendous speech. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, the maid of honor lost her mind. I would love to be there. In the world where I'm at this wedding and you're not, I'm going home and I'm like, oh my God, Joelle. And not even I'm going to the bathroom halfway through. I cannot believe what's going on.
Yeah. I think I would elect to be at the drama wedding. Yeah. I think it'd be so fun. And they look stunning. The looks would be there. And I'd say, what happened to that DJ?
Yeah. What's going on with this DJ?
I feel like we should like wrap it up.
We need to finish. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think
now that we've mentioned challengers and heated rivalry, we've hit our quota for the day. We can wrap it up.
Exactly. But anyways, I guess that's it. I mean, I don't have any plans to get married soon, but you can expect to see something coming in the mail maybe in the next 5 to 10 years. For now, #married-to-the-pod.
Yes, that's so real. And if you know us in real life, please get married. If you are getting married in real life and you don't know us, invite us anyway. We want to come.
Exactly. I would love to come to a wedding. It'd be so fun. I promise I can
or be normal. It's up to you.
And dance. We like to dance.
I love
some energy. But yeah, I guess that just about does it. Thanks for joining us for this episode. We hope it was fun. We'll be back soon enough with something else. Yeah, exactly. We'll see you in
probably
2 weeks.
More challengers and heated rivalry. Who knows?
We just can't seem to shake it.
We just can't stay away.
We're really delivering on the promise of the premise of the podcast.
Actually. You can't say we don't know what we're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. Follow us on all of our socials at fixated.pod. And yeah.
See you next time.
This is y'all. Yeah. See ya.